Hello everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I'm addressing this message particularly to those of you who are not able to be with family on this Thanksgiving Day and during these next few days of the Thanksgiving holiday, whether it be because of the pandemic or the inability to travel or health conditions within your family or just concern over not wanting to put anyone in danger. But whatever reason, if you're not able to be with family, especially during a holiday, and especially during a holiday that's meant to be spent with those that you love, it is a very, very difficult thing. And so the first word that I wanted to give you as a priest, as your priest, and on behalf of all the priests, we're praying for you, and God is with you. That's the most important thing, that God is with you. And I think during this time, I really only have two thoughts to share. First of all, when you go through a time of trial or experience a difficulty in your life, for example, not being able to be with family at a time when family is so important, right? And this has been a weird and difficult year. And so the need for family might be even more desired now or more deeply felt now. You want to be with those that you love, and for whatever reason you cannot be. When we go through times of suffering, without faith, suffering is just the worst and it's a waste. But with faith, our Christian faith teaches us that even suffering has value. Jesus, who is the God of the universe become man, suffered. Remember what he was like when he was on the cross, abandoned by family and friends. And those family that were able to be near him were only able to be near him in a way. They couldn't touch him. They couldn't hug him. They had to be held off by a cordon of guards because it wasn't safe or acceptable for them to be near the Lord. He was away from his family in this time of greatest need. And while he was on the cross, he united himself to those who would also experience similar experiences in different ways throughout time. Breathing meaning into that suffering, allowing us to unite ourselves to him, but also for us to know that in our suffering, he is with us. So I think the first message for you as you go through this, I'm not telling you that, being away from your family isn't that big of a deal, just, Christmas will come or there'll be next year. No, it's hard. And it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be angry at how things are, right? It's fine to experience those emotions, but don't just stop there. Bring all of that to Christ, suffer with him, and know that he's with you in your suffering. And then you turn the difficulty of this Thanksgiving season into a sacrifice much like Christ. He offered all of his suffering to the Father as an act of love. You can take the suffering of this Thanksgiving Day and this Thanksgiving holiday and unite it to Christ and offer it to him. So that's the first thing, the spiritual understanding. The second thing would be maybe a little bit more practical. The evil one wants you to wallow. He wants you to notice all the things that are going wrong, how you can't be with family, how you can't be with friends, how traditions are changing, and how everything is just terrible. And to just spend your whole Thanksgiving Day and Thanksgiving holiday wallowing. Binge watching TV, stress eating, anything. Sleeping a whole lot, not like healthy sleeping, but just kind of being depressed and down. But the Lord wants us to take difficulty and take obstacles and adversity and trials and rise to the occasion with hope. When Christ saw his cross after having been beaten and betrayed, the devotional tradition says he walked up to it and he embraced it. He tells us, take up your cross daily and follow me. So, my encouragement to you as a priest to kind of combat that spiritual sadness that comes from the difficulty of this time, it is difficult, but rise up in hope. Reach out to family and friends. Call people. I'm sure there are other people in your neighborhood, in your communities, who are also alone or away from family. Reach out to them. Have a conversation. Turn your day into a day of prayer as opposed to a day of sadness. Pray for all the many people who've been affected by the virus or by violence in the world or by people who don't have families at all. Use the day to remember all of the good Thanksgivings that you have had and to give thanks for those. Revisit some of those memories. Give yourself a reason to be filled with joy. Recognize the difficulty and be sad, yes. United to the cross, yes. But rise up. It doesn't need to be the worst day of the year just because it's a different day or because it's a difficult day. You can take the difficulty, bring it to the Lord, and he can bring great abundance from it. Look at Good Friday. Looked terrible. But from the perspective of Easter Sunday, wasn't the worst day. right? It wasn't the worst day. God can take all of our Good Fridays, even if they happen on Thanksgiving Thursday. He can take all of the experiences of Good Friday and give them the new life of the resurrection. So, my friends, we will be praying for you. I hope that you know of God's love during this time. I hope that it is truly a blessed day of Thanksgiving, even if it is a difficult day. And know that the Lord is always with you, especially when you're going through trial. May God bless you all.